How's it going? Welcome back to another day here in Icarus. Today might be a painful day. What I want to do is play with the bees, and that sounds terrifying. I mean, kind of because it is, but there's a couple main uses for the bees that I know of. One is going to be for our garden, right? We're kind of working on getting towards the greenhouse build, and it'll help out with the plant pollination. Why you running? That guy was moving, man. Little deer back there. Anyways, the second thing, we talk about it quite a bit, is replacing a lot of the stone with the beeswax wood. So having the bees up and going should kind of allow that to happen. Now we've got quite a few resources stocked up. We are having a base renovation coming up here pretty soon. Do some changes on the front of the base, as well as building a barn for Junior. Want to get some more creatures as well, but the barn will go right over here. Kind of cleaning out some of the rocks for that. Helps out with getting levels. So in between videos, we got 2 levels. So we are level 30, which does 2 different things. One, unlocks all the bee stuff, except for one. The extractor is level 40. So long ways away from that. But we're also tier 4. So all the tiers are unlocked. So that'll be the fabricator. We need electronics, concrete mix, carbon fiber. Haven't even seen that yet. Aluminum we're good on. And then we need to make some of the steel screws. And that unlocks all the stuff down here. So much stuff, dude. We got solar panels. We got water wheels. We got turbines. So much stuff. Anyways, today though, we're working on bees. So we have the normal beehive. We need 10 honeycomb, some refined wood, and copper nails. We got expansion, minus 10 on the energy transmutation resource cost. I have no idea what that means. 6 slots. We've got the large expansion. And we got the beehive breeding center. Interesting. Can probably build that today. Well, no, we can't because we don't have the beeswax. Platinum sheath. That is a tier 4 item, right? I think I saw it in here. That's titanium. Where is the platinum? Right here. Okay, so we can make that. Unlock this, and we'll unlock that. Let's wait to unlock this. I'm going to need it anyways. We'll do it now. Let's grab some water, a little bit of food, and we'll start at the beginning. Now, we got a couple of the queens. Quite a few of the workers, and then some of the honeycomb as well. Fill this up as well while we're here. Let's grab some food, too. And I'm thinking for right now, what we might do is set the bees out on the front. I don't know if they have to be indoors or outdoors. Not sure if it matters. But out here, all we have is the mission stuff, right? At least for right now. This whole part out here is getting a remake, though, whenever we do the renovations. But maybe we'll set the bees up right here for the moment. We'll see. We'll see. Food. What do we have in here in the refrigerator? That's all my good stuff. Let's eat some of the normal meats. Hello? Consume? Consume? There we go, man. That'll kind of work. Change our oxygen as well. Alright, cool. So, that's all sorted. Where do we build the beehive? That's going to be in the crafting bench, right? It is. So we need honeycomb, copper nails, refined wood. Plenty of this. Let's grab all that plus all the bees. And that's all that stuff for today. And then copper nails here. Again, haven't looked any of this up, so we're kind of learning it on the fly. It's how I like playing games. You should be able to play a game and learn your stuff in the game itself without having to look online, so it's a lot of testing today. So, optional is for the extractor. Okay, don't know what that means. Weather event. Doesn't say inside or outside. So you can turn it on and off. Kind of weird. So upgrade that to unlock it. Okay, extractor and that. Maybe that's where we put the other items. Fuel is going to be what? Bees? Queen bee or the worker bee? Up here is the upgrades. Okay, can we build the upgrades? I think the small one we can. So aluminum and then steel screw. Where are the steel screws made? We haven't seen those yet. Haven't really had to make them. I'm guessing out here, right? Maybe we need to unlock it. Found it. It's over here. I was wondering, I thought I saw it somewhere. Couldn't remember where it was at, but it's just right here in the crafting bench. So, all that we need is some steel ingots, and we have some. We had some. Aha, I was making some. There we go. Put them in here. So what is the conversion ratio for this? 1 to 100. That's not bad, dude. Oh, we got rebar too. Interesting. Okay, let's make one. Just one. And then the upgrade. Aluminum ingots. I think we have some in here. Absolutely. Is it enough? $25. Luckily, we have quite a bit. Alright, so one of these. Do we only need one of the expansions? Or does it matter if we have multiples? Breeding center, we need the beeswax. Now, the beeswax, is that made in there? Or is it made up here? That's butter. That's most definitely not beeswax. Let's do this. We'll take this. We'll take this and we'll set it outside. I don't want bees in the base. It's not a safe thing, man. Just saying, dude. Just saying. Alright, we'll set you right there. Out in the rain. The bees are going to be angry, man. They're not going to be happy. Cannot place. Oh, it goes on top. That's kind of neat. Holy crap, dude. That's quite the storm, man. Alright, so, anyways. So, for this, okay, we got that. Upgrade to the large one. Do we just put a normal... So, here's the thing. What is the range? Right? For the growth. Is that close enough? That's offset. Hold on, we gotta fix this. Hold on. Stop. Stop. It's gonna bug me. It's offset to the side some. If we're gonna leave it here, let's do it somewhat proper. There we go. It was off side to side. So I'm guessing the more bees, the faster it goes. There's 5. 5 is the most you can put in there. So that'll make the honeycomb, okay? So we got some of those still. Let's go inside out of the rain. Holy crap, dude. Tech tree. And then where's the mortar and pestle? There might be more stuff over here. Aha, there we go. So that'll unlock the honeycomb and beeswax. Fantastic, one for you. Sugar. Some different epoxy. There is the carbon paste. Organic resin, epoxy, aluminum, silica. Been farming up a ton of that too. We got a second cabinet here that's got some overflow from our normal stuff. And speaking of this, so kind of disappointed, man. So down here, we got 2 points available. I was super happy because what I'm working towards is unlocking this so that we can have plus 10 on all the slots. The problem is, I can't unlock it. I was looking and looking, and it turns out, I think you have to unlock so many of the items to rank up to be able to unlock that. So kind of sucks, man. I kind of wasted the points into this. I mean, just having those 2 unlocked will be fine. That's plus 5 slots. Everybody likes more slots, right? Not sure if I want to unlock more things over here in building. It costs less, so maybe eventually we'll unlock it. But yeah, it kind of sucks, man. I was really working towards this for the extra storage spaces, but it's what it is. Anyways, we got the carbon paste. Oh, there's a volatile substance. I was looking for that. Gunpowder, oxide, and spoiled plants. I can't remember what needed that. But there was an item for that. Okay, so anyways, let's look at the mortar and pestle. So in here, we can make the beeswax with the honeycomb. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Let's do... Wait a minute, how do we want to do this? Instead of using all the honeycomb for that, let's make another one of the beehives. Right? Double up on production of that because they make the honeycomb. Craft 1. And then we'll do 1 more of these, which is going to be some more of the aluminum. Oh, we need honeycomb for that too. Well, that's kind of a problem. Let's do this. The rain's gone. You guys all right? It was a little bit rainy out here, man. Holy crap, dude. The storms are fantastic. However, they are no joke. So let's do another one right here. Too steep. Don't be weird. Oh, it's broken. I need my hammer. It's kind of while we're working towards... Do I have it on me? I do. Kind of while we're working towards getting the beeswax stuff done so that we can have the better wood, not have it break all the time. There we go. I sit you right next to this one. Neighbors. And so puts 5 more in here. And how are we doing on production? We got 3 already. We need 15. So 4 more, we can build the extension. And then for the other one, what do we need? For the large one? It's a breeding center. There we go. Do we not unlock the other one? Which way are the bees? Large one. Oh, we have to make the fabricator. Interesting. Okay, so all that requires is a titanium plate, some more of the screws, and honeycomb. So let's see about the fabricator. Oh, we need electronics. Carbon fiber. We have concrete, we have the aluminum, we had the steel screws, so let's see about electronics. I think is over tier 3. Electronics. Ah, dude, so many points to unlock those. We only got 2 points available. So we can't actually do the electronics today, so we can't do the large one. I mean, it's fine, man. Not a big deal. That'll be alright. Why do I keep going into third person after I search? Is it because I'm pushing C down here? That's kind of weird. A little bit of a bug. Anyways, so we'll just deal with 2 of these small ones right now. Maybe make 1 more, make a 3rd one. And that'll be very good for production for that. And then for the beeswax, what was the ratio? 2 to 1? Let's just make 1 for the moment. Just to have it, man. Just to have it. 20 seconds, I'll make that. Drink some water. Eat some food. A guy gets hungry. And then let's look at the wood, too. So, I think it was tier 2. So for the floors, that's 10 pieces of the wax for each floor. 15 on the wood, and then 4 on the fiber. Roof parts are going to be exactly the same as well. So that is very, very expensive. So the more bees we can get for that, the better. There we go. Looks kind of tasty, just saying, man. It's weird with the icon. Kind of reminds me of the butter, too. They look the same, man. Look, dude, it's not my fault. Anyways, so that's one of those. Look, man, I haven't ate lunch today, okay? I'm a little bit hungry. So we need 15. 1 more. Is that offset? It's back in the rail. Look, we gotta figure out about these. So can we see over here if they are in the range? Double check too. We had a bad storm. You see, none of these are damaged. Interesting. So we got sunlight, green thumb, and watered. Let's make a dirt block. Science. Want to see if we move it closer, if it'll matter. Let's grab the last piece that we need, and we'll pick up this one all together. Alright, so if we put you, let's just say right here in the middle, middle-ish. Okay. We'll leave room for the other one too. Now, do these take damage in the storms? Where's the bee stuff? Doesn't say. Okay. And if we place 5 of you. Now, what's the difference in the bee? The queen bee or the worker bees? Is that faster? 1 a minute. 1 a minute. It doesn't say the difference. I'm sure the queens are used for, I mean, breeding, obviously, right? Oh, fuel time. Oh, it actually uses the bees. So that's an hour of production. So you get 60 for one bee. Oh, okay, so they're not infinite on the, oh, that kind of sucks. So the breeding is kind of required. I mean, it doesn't suck, but I mean, it's not what I was expecting. Let this one get finished. We'll take it out and see what the time is on the stack of 5. Almost. Almost there. You're past due. There we go. Okay. So a stack of 5. Okay, it lasts a lot longer. 2.5 hours. Interesting. Okay. Do we get a buff here? We do. So they had to be very close. 50% on the yield. That is massive, dude. So does it stack with multiples? Science. Let's pick up you. Okay. Well, I took everything. Let's, what time is it? Let's sleep real quick. They said that the sun comes out and we can actually see. Alright, there we go, man. Nice little cozy cabin. Just saying. Oh yeah, turn this off. Don't want to waste the wood. Not waste the wood. I don't want to have so much so much of the charcoal. It piles up very, very fast. Alright, so with this, let's set out the other one right here too. Kind of off to the side. We need to go build another one of the extensions. Now, does that just increase the speed? I need to see what it does. Decipher what it does. Okay, we're still at 2.5 hours. Do we get a double? You don't. Okay. I mean, it's fine. Let's build one more extension. And we'll take a look and see what we need for the breeding center. I don't know if we can actually do that today. So, minus 10% energy transmutation resource cost. I don't know. 6 on the generic inventory slots. So that's going to just increase the size, right? So the breeding center we can do. Oh, we can't because we need to build the other workstation, right? Pick tree. Tier 4. That's titanium. So we can do it because we just need the platinum. Right? Double check. Triple check. Breeding center. Platinum sheath. Platinum sheath. There we go. So that's going to be a 1-to-4 ratio. And then for the breeding center, we need 16, so we need to make 4. I mean, not a problem. Get that going. Let's take this, put it out on the beehive. We just need to make up 20 of the wax, so it'll be a little bit of waiting. Oh, there's some deers out there. I kind of need the parts, man. So, he has a little one. Can we actually get the little one? Is that a thing? Okay. Missed a stealth attack. We'll never see him again. Can you claim the little one? And actually raise him up? Not sure what you use a deer for, but it'd be kind of neat. Alright, so that's good there. So really need to get the bee breeding going. Might just do that right here, unless we can do it over there on the deck. I don't know if it needs to be by these guys. Alright, this will be a few minutes. Well, I'll tell you what, let's see about the other stuff real quick. So that's all done. Doesn't take long at all. So all that we're missing for the breeding center is going to be the beeswax. So give me a little bit. I'll let 20 of those make up, and then we'll try to make that and check it out. And then we can't do the other one, unfortunately, today. Alright, so we're halfway there on the beeswax. Not doing too bad. We got 10 there. Let's plant some of the seeds out here too while we're waiting. And then just kind of fed Junior as well. He's not doing too bad on his points. Most of his skills are into, of course, stamina and health. And then we're fully maxed out on this. I want to work on the perceived threat to try to drop that down so we don't get attacked all the time when we run by one of the wolves or the other horses. It's not a safe thing, man. So, for these seeds, what do we want to do? Let's do soybeans. Try to get those up and going. Some of the carrots. And then some of the berries. Use that for, like, general seeds. And we got some fertilizer out here. 13. I think we have some more inside, right? In the cabinet? Absolutely. We got plenty, man. We are overweight. Holy crap, dude. That stuff is not light. Alright, so we have a time limit for these. Let's do this down here. And then fertilize all these. Need to grab the water can too. It was just raining, but I want to see how much we get from these. We're out. We have more. Did we get this one? We did. Okay, cool. So, let's start off with some seeds. We'll do these first. We'll do these second, and then fill it all in with the berries. That's kind of neat. How it grows different than the other ones. Need to see what we can make with the carrots too. Maybe some stew? We will have a cooking video here before too long. We want to figure out what we need and kind of get everything up and going before we do that. There we go, man. Yeah, it's kind of neat how it's different than the other stuff. Anyways, let's check this. We'll grab our watering can. And that's kind of set until we're done, right? Till they're grown. We'll see what the bonus is and stuff like that. Put this up here. Alright, so all we're missing is 7 more. We'll have enough for the breeding center to check that out. Let's drop off this. Use quite a bit. Put this outside. And then, do we have any more of the spoiled vegetables? Or not vegetables, but the plants. Just 9. So the berries are kind of coming in handy for having a lot of that. Sort. Alright, cool. So, that's sorted out. Let's grab our watering can. And that's some more fertilizer. That's the resist one. Not sure if we'll ever use that. Just don't plant whenever it's going to storm. I mean, that's the main thing, right? Now, my opinion, right? Whenever you make this from this, it should actually combine it, right? Because you got the fertilizer. So why is it changing the whole thing just to a storm resist, you know? It should have storm resist plus the fertilizer. Because you're actually adding an item to that, which is the oxide. So it'd be nice if it did that, then you have like 2 in 1. Again, just my opinion, how it should be. Let's grab some water in here. There we go. Fantastic. So we've got the water bonus. We've got the bees. We've got the speed and stuff from the fertilizer. The sun, plus the one from my talent. That's not too bad, man. I like it, dude. I like it. How are you guys doing? You're getting there. You're getting there. We definitely need a ton more of the beehives. Alright, so the final 2 are making. Double check these. I want to try to make another one of the beehives. Right? We got some more of the bees. Now, I'm not sure if with the breeding, we need just the queen bees, or if you need the workers as well. So we'll wait and see with that. If we don't need the workers, we'll set up 1 or 2 more of the hives right here. Right? 1 on each side. Just to increase the production of the honeycomb. See how we're doing in here. We should be good. Absolutely. I think all we were missing is the beeswax, right? There we go, man. Craft one of you. Alright, so. Bee breeding. Very, very weird thing to say. But let's repair this. We might set it up here. Again, not sure if we need to set it by the beehives or not. I was looking at some of my talent stuff. Cannot place. Has to be attached, I'm guessing, right? Oh, it does. Oh, it has to be on that side. So that'll clip kind of into it, which is a little bit weird. So let's do this. Let's do this proper. Let's build one more of the foundations, and we'll kind of space them out some. Do one full beehive on each foundation. So I'm guessing what we'll do, maybe whenever we build the greenhouse, is we'll do it in blocks, right? We'll do some of the crop plots, have a row with nothing, and that'll be for the beehives, right? Set up maybe 2, have them spaced out pretty good. Have beehives on that end, in the middle, and then down here. Maybe 2 blocks of the crop plots. We'll see, we'll see. Kind of space it out, though. I think it'll look kind of neat as a design on the inside as well. So, we'll take all this, let that last one finish, pick up the bees. Now we'll see, too, a little bit of science. We got 2 hours on this set of bees. We'll put this exact set back in and see if it resets. It shouldn't, but it might. I was trying to pick up the top part, so it wouldn't do that. Wrong button? It happens? It goes off to the side, right? Right side? It does. Okay, put that there. Put this up there. Put these bees back in. Okay, cool. It keeps the same time. Nice, man, nice. Always good to see when game mechanics work properly. So, a queen will turn into bees. Oh, it's a conversion thing. So never use your queens for making honey. Use your queens. I was thinking it was going to take like 2 queens or a queen and some workers to make some little ones, but it does it this way. So how does this work? Is that doing its thing? 0.05 a minute. Oh, that's going to be super slow. Okay, I was thinking, so will it automatically populate this then? You know what I mean? Let's do these 4. Leave those in there. I'm not sure if in this video we'll get one of these bred, but what we'll take a look at is if that'll automatically fill this up and then start stacking them here. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So leave that like it is. This one will just move right here on the corner. So left side, left side. Let it finish making this one. And then what I'm thinking too for the crop plots, what we'll do, instead of having dirt out here, we'll do it all on some stone. Possibly concrete. What is a concrete durability? Is it tier 3 for concrete? Absolutely. So that's for tier 7. I think tier 8 is a max. So what we'll do is we'll unlock this. What do we need? Rebar, concrete, and screws, it looks like. We'll use that for our base. So that it never breaks. That's a lot of base. Stone might work. We'll see, we'll see. But anyways, we're not using dirt. We'll use stone or concrete to do the perimeter. And then we'll have the greenhouse go up and cap it off. Not sure what design. Might just do slopes going up. Right? Like a half A-frame. We'll see, we'll see. You guys done? I want to move you over. You are. You're almost done again. Tell you what, it's fine. It's fine. Take them out. Pick it up. Make one more set, and that'll be kind of good. Wrong button. Happens. Just so that they're all the same, we'll place it in the middle. Like that one is. Alright, sit you in here. Do your thing. We got 9. We got enough for another beehive. And then we'll start making honeycomb for 2 more of the breeders, because we got 2 more of the queens, so might as well get that kind of up and going. Now, does a queen... Ooh, hold on. Does a queen get used? It doesn't say. That consumes the bees. But is this infinite? I don't know. We'll have to see. Time will tell. Alright, 1 more of the bee houses. It's a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be with the bees. Refined wood. Not a problem. Kind of wish that we could do the large expansion today, but again, we're a little ways away from that. We'll get it whenever we can. Not a big deal. Let's drink some water. Let's grab some food. Guy gets hungry. Put our seeds away. Need to check on our crops here in a second too. Alright, so 1 of you. And then just missing honeycomb and some aluminum. I thought we had a lot of aluminum. It goes so fast, the resources. I mean, it's kind of what they're there for anyways, right? That's a 1 beehive. We'll get that kind of going. Now, another test is a timer the same whether it has the extension or not. So if we take this set, 2.5 hours. That's what it was with the other one. So that does not affect the time for the consumption, just for the amount it produces. That's not too bad. We got 1 more set here too. Do we really have that many bees? It's like they're multiplying. I mean, technically, over here, there. Okay, it's kind of going. That's not too bad. We will be able to see it in this video if that will produce another one. 1 more. 1 more, we're going to make a 4th one. Actually, let's just do 3. Because we got 3 of the queens to see if they get used up. Right? It kind of matches with our current one there. How are these? Let's go ahead and do some watering. Make sure they're all good. Almost ready. Almost ready. They are ready. Let's grab our sickle. Kind of curious how much we'll get from those. Should be a good amount, I think. So we don't need the hammer. We do need this. I cleaned up quite a bit as well from all of our old equipment. Broke it down. Got the resources, so 34 on those. So what I'm doing is taking these and creating them into seeds. I'm not sure yet if it's worth it to, instead of doing that, just use the stuff to make seeds, right? There's one of the fertilizers. I think it's tier 1, right? Tier 2. There's so much stuff in tier 2. The game really opens up once you hit that stage. Where is the... Oh, right here. So 300% yield from seeds. So, volatile substance. We saw that somewhere. Ah, here we go. So that's just the spoiled plants, gunpowder, and oxide. Now for the gunpowder, we haven't even seen that yet. It's right up here. Sulfur and charcoal. So that'll use a lot of our charcoal and the sulfur. So that might be an option later on for getting seeds in 1 round. I mean, really, it's not too bad. Rabbit. Thought it was a wolf. Not too bad like it is. Grab the rest of these. That's all that we need for another one. Well, we're not doing another one. We're doing the top part. Get back, Junior. Should really tame that other one. Alright, 1 last extension. We just need... Oh, we need 15. That's fine. We'll grab it from the other ones. And 1 more on the aluminum. One more. Almost there. Thought it was 10 for that. It's 10 for the bottom part. Then how is the breeding going? Almost half. There we go, man. Look at us. Breeding bees, making honeycomb, getting some beeswax. Alright, one of you. And then we need 40 on the beeswax to finish sorting that out. Let's put these in here. Get some seeds going. See, this is free, man, doing it this way. I mean, we got the fertilizer out there. That was just for testing, though. So it's like, what, 140 I think we got on the berries. Fantastic. All right. So all we're missing is 2 more of the bee breeders. And we're kind of set for the most part. Shouldn't take too long with all this going. Produces a honeycomb pretty fast, so we need 80, right? 80 on the honeycomb to make 40 of the wax, to make 2 of the bee breeders. And then we will call it a day. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. I like it. Still waiting on the bees, but we got these things are all ready. Go ahead and show you how much we get from the crops. Didn't take long at all for these to grow up, which is super, super nice, man. That's still growing. We need 2 runs on these before we replace them. I think that should be enough, right? Maybe 3. So 114 on the carrots and then 87 on the soybeans. That's not too bad, man. We'll put them all into the grinder. Not the grinder, but the seed maker. Let's move these down in the process. That's just fiber. That's some already made seeds. I want these to process first before they spoil. There we go. All right, how are we doing up here? 3. We've got a very, very long way to go on that. Okay, so there's one of the bees. So it puts it in the inventory here. Interesting. We did lose one through the, crafting process. So it drops it up here. Maybe we'll let these stack. We can kind of just refill that as we need to. I was wondering why he has so many slots here, because that stacks pretty high. Not sure what the max is, but all the extra slots are just for the extra bees. And it does use a good little chunk, so maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 8 or 10 you'll get from each queen. So that's really not too bad. Now you still have to go out in the world and look for beehives to replenish the queens, right? So it's not an infinite supply of bees once you get it set up. I kind of like that about this game, is nothing's permanent, right? Resources, you got to go out and try to find them. They don't respawn. The bees, they aren't infinite. You have to go out and find more. So it kind of forces you to explore, right? So it's kind of neat, man. Kind of neat. Not too bad. All right, so it is nighttime. We're doing not too bad on the honeycomb. Let's grab all these and we'll see where we're at in life. Take a nap. Maybe make one of the breeders. I want to attach them to those 3 at least, right? We won't have those on all of them. Maybe just, I don't know, maybe just 2 of them, to be honest. We'll do 3. We got 3 set up there. We'll do it on 3. That'll be 4 more. That'll be just enough almost for 1. And just waiting for the next one. I went ahead and made some of the honey too. So the cool part about this, it says it has 10% food effect duration. So I'm thinking, let's take this. Doesn't really matter. We can just do it off the one we're eating, or right currently, right? This one. So 21 minutes. 23 minutes. Okay. So it adds to it. Even though that only lasts for a minute. So that's not too bad. Especially once we get some of the buffs that increase the food duration, right? For all the stuff in the talent tree. Having some of the honey to eat as well for the expensive foods would definitely be nice. So we'll use that as well once we get enough of the beeswax, right? Not too bad, man. Not too bad. All right, a little bit longer on the waiting. But right now, I need a nap. All right, so the last of the beeswax is making. Oh, that one's not ready. All the crops have been harvested twice. We might let it run a 3rd run because it's still only 10%. We're losing. I saw the 20 and was thinking that was 20%, but it's 20% on the growth speed, which isn't too bad, and only missing 10% of the yield. kind of saves on making so many of the seeds and stuff like that. So maybe all this stuff here, we'll go ahead and just start saving it. Now, I was out doing some harvesting, killed off some of the creatures over there, and found some of the wild wheat. Normally, I pick up by hand. Decided to use a sickle on it, and dude, it's got to be broken, right? All that wheat, man. I got like 1,100 to 1,200 wheat out of one little small patch. Normally, whenever you pick up by hand, you get maybe a stack or two, if that. That is nuts, man, how much stuff you get. Let's put these into here for now. 1.2 hours. We'll start saving some of this for cooking. I want to do that here pretty soon. But I want to test and see while that's crafting. How long do we have? About 30 seconds. I want to run out here to where this corn is and see if we can harvest that with the sickle as well. Because if so, holy crap, dude, that's a massive amount you get from... You can't. Oh, you can't. Okay, you don't get as much. Not like the wheat. There's still some on the ground. Which is kind of cool finding it down there. Yeah, the wheat is insane how much you get, man. It's kind of nice. Not going to lie. Alright. Let's grab the rest of this real quick. We'll make up our last bee breeder. And then the extractor will be pretty nice. Stay over there, Junior. Might team the little one in between videos. Just to have a second one. But once we get the extractor, we don't have to worry about running over here and putting it into there. I think it just does it automatically. And it can process the honeycomb into beeswax and honey. So maybe select what you want it to do. But that'll be at 10 more levels, so it's quite a ways away. Plus we need some of the glass and the electronics. I didn't see the glass in there too, so we definitely need to unlock a lot more stuff before that can happen. And there we go. 20 more on the beeswax. Now for that, it's taking a little bit to make those. It's going to take forever to make all of the floor tiles because we need... Again, we are remodeling this, but for right now I still want to fix. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 6 out here. 7, 8, 9. Want to do them all the same. Might leave these actually like this. Ah, no, it looks kind of weird. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We need 25. So that's... Oh, man, that's a lot. That's 10 for each one for the beeswax. Plus all the roof parts, too. I don't know, man. We'll see, dude. We'll see. However, let's make this. Craft you. Here's one of them. And there is the second one. Alright, place you there. And you there. Put our queen up here. Queen up here. And then this one should be almost ready for a second bee. That's not too bad. Some more of the honeycomb. I'll probably take all this. Yep, there we go. There's 2. And that kind of refills what we've used down there. But I'll take all this and start making up some more of the beeswax. I'm not sure if we'll do the tiles out front before we do the renovations or not. I'm not too sure. All I want to do is change up this for sure, how the front is. And do something else out here. Might set it up a little bit better for these. Now the thing is too, I think that the beeswax looks like this, but a different color. If so, that's... doesn't really fit the base too much. I really like the interior floors. Wish so bad those could go outside without getting damaged, but is what it is. Ah, dude. Well, not too bad of a day. The bees were not very complicated at all. Kind of resource intensive for some of it, but once you get it up and going, it's not too bad. The bee breeding is not, not at all what I thought. It's a lot more simple. I like how you just need the queen, put it in there, it kind of does its thing over time. It is a very nice boost to our crops though. 50% on that for the yield is fantastic, man. Makes it to where we don't need so many of the crop plots for getting all of our foods. We are working on getting some stuff going for our cooking video here pretty soon. Just need to get all the stuff together and figure out what I want to cook and have for our 3 main foods. However, we are going to go ahead and leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.